so you need to be good at something. So quality of followers matters more than quantity of followers. You don't need to have a lot of followers for you to monetize your knowledge. You need to be good at what you're doing. So the question is thrown back at you. What do you do that you're good at?
Okay. Do you want me to answer that, or you're just giving me the gist, basically?
Yeah, it's rhetorical. You don't have to answer.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's what do you do that you're good at? That your audience know that you're good at. So it's one thing for you to be good at something. Your audience also needs to know that you're good at that thing. So what is that thing that you're good at that your audience knows that you're good at, that you can monetize that thing? Okay. So while it's important, why having a lot of followers helps, because having a lot of followers means one thing. A lot of more people see your stuff. It is still possible when you don't have a lot of followers. But you also need to set realistic expectations. Now, if you don't have a lot of followers, will you make the same money that someone that has a lot more followers than you would make? Absolutely not. Because she has a lot more followers, or he has a lot more followers, and they're a lot more rich. But we used to make money, yes. Okay.
That's very beautiful. I just wanted to I think what you said now makes so much sense, right? But I would love if you can give me an example, maybe with your sister now, right? Maybe because when I get examples, it kind of clicks in my head that, oh yeah, do you understand? So if you can give me a very yeah.
Even with my sister, for instance, my sister has a lot of followers, and she has reach. And then she also has a affiliation with me.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So if I'm giving you an example with my sister, it's not a very good example. Because there's me. I have a lot of followers. My sister has a lot of followers, and then there's also affiliation with me. I posted for somebody. I posted on my posts. The person's LinkedIn. She got 50 sales in less than 5 hours. That's affiliation with me.
Yeah.
I posted it. So if you say my sister, it's not the example.
Makes sense. Okay.
Affiliation matters.
Okay.
But does it work? Yes. Now, like I said, realistic expectations. Right. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will not still make money or anything. It just means you might not make as much money as someone that has more followers.
Yeah.
So when somebody that has more followers is thinking of, I want to make $1 million a day, you have to be very, very realistic. Like I say, it's all a numbers game. So for me, if I want to get 10,000 followers, 10,000 people to buy something, I'm expecting over 100 to 200,000 people to see it. If over 100,000 to 200,000 people see it, I can tell you that I'll make 10,000 sales. Yeah. So I like to give myself a 5 to 10% conversion rate. So if you want to make sales, and the thing is, you don't have to do organic to make sales. There's also paid ads. But in the end, it's all about, how would I put it? You need to have realistic expectations. But can you make sales? Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. And of course, the quality of persuasion and things of that sort. All right. So my second question. So recently I saw, of course, I've been following your journey a lot, right? So I know a lot of details to some extent, the ones that you show us, right? But recently, I think there was this boy that made a content saying something like, he said something like, the reason Adeife is getting some level of 8 right now was because of she sold coaching 50K. So it was high ticket, but kind of at a low price. And I saw that you commented in there, you added your 2 cents to it, that the guy was correct, right? So the reason now, that's the next question I want to ask. Now, genuinely just looking at it, I know you've dabbled with a lot. The only one I've not seen you dabble with yet is probably ebook or a book, right? But coaching, the LinkedIn thing, things of that sort. So looking at it overarchingly, what's the best way to, I know there's no best way, but which ones are the nice ones, right? Is it playing at both edges? If you're doing high ticket, do high ticket fully, or if you're doing low ticket, just do low ticket. I want your POV on all of that. The best ways to monetize your stuff.
Can you recap? You said you've dabbled in
so many things. So I know you've dabbled with a lot of different ways to monetize. The LinkedIn masterclass you used to do before you took it off. Coaching, of course, with remote worker, inner circle. So what I said was the only one I've not seen you done yet is an ebook, right? I guess. I'm not sure. But I mean, you write newsletter. I don't know why you've not put out a book, but I'm just saying. So I'm saying, looking at it overarchingly, which is like the best calm way and the stress not go too much, right? In monetizing someone's expertise, or like, is it low ticket, just stay there, or high ticket? I also watched your YouTube video where you were like, it's better to cast the net around the low ticket P, because of the fact that with high ticket you have to do a lot of more explanation, conversion, and the guys, they will think more about spending their money. So I wanted your full POV on all of that now that you've played around on all edges. Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
the one that is easiest to sell, I think I need to do a follow-up to that YouTube video, and I think so perspective has changed.
Yeah.
Easiest to sell high ticket. And perspective has changed. So at the time I thought it was low ticket, but it's high ticket.
Okay.
I thought it was low ticket, but it is high ticket. Why is it high ticket? Because with high ticket, why you need to do a lot more marketing. If you know your audience very well, you don't need to do as much marketing as you think you need to do. So the reason why it's harder is because a lot of times when you're selling high ticket, we tend to sell high ticket like it's low ticket. If you can ask how to sell high ticket is easier. And the client of high ticket are also fairly easier because they have a lot more, they have lesser stress.
Right.
Than
low ticket people.
Yes, they have lesser stress. That one I can tell you for a fact. They would not stress you out. So for instance, if I sold a product for, let's say, 500K, I would probably not get dragged.
What?
Online.
Yeah.
Ever. Because a 500K person would not, they understand.
Yes.
They understand process.
That's not the first time they're even investing in quality for themselves.
Yes, so they are not, or someone that paid like 10K, you can know that that's their last money they used to pay. They need more results. So for me is, which one is the easiest, and I would advise people to start selling first? I would say high ticket. Now, the thing with low ticket is you can easily get every Tom, Dick, and Harry to drop their money with low ticket. But if you don't do it carefully, you can easily burn out with low ticket. The only way you can do low ticket and enjoy low ticket is if you treat low ticket like low ticket. Ebook is
ebook, yeah.
Move on. When you're doing something like a community, best believe make it high ticket, not low ticket.
Low ticket, yeah.
You make it high ticket, you have lesser people, but you can give them your time and happily give them your time.
Yeah.
But if you're going to pay low ticket, so mistake I made was high ticket, low ticket price. If you're going to be doing high ticket, keep it high ticket. Low ticket, keep it low ticket. That's the only way you can enjoy your life really online. If you want to do low ticket, ebooks, low ticket. A challenge like I did was high ticket, and I thought it was low ticket. That's why people had so much issues. High ticket. So if I had charged like, let's say 100K, or if I wanted to do a challenge for low ticket, I wouldn't put them in the community. So just we'll send email every day. That's low ticket. But the fact that I did put them in the community, you're giving them high tickets because they have access to you. So I want you to think about it like anything that has access to you is already high ticket because you value your time.
Yeah.
Anything that doesn't have access to you that you can just give and go. No ticket.
One-time transaction.
If anybody wants to drag this like for an ebook, go for real. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're going to be giving your time, and because of when you're giving your time to something, anything that you're going to give your time is low ticket, is high ticket.
High ticket.
No matter so basic, in the challenge, I thought maybe I could just give a little bit of my time. You cannot estimate how much people will need your time or how much people will learn.
Yes.
So automatically, anything that has to do with your time should be high ticket.
Yeah. Okay.
So that at least when you're giving people your time, you can give them your time with all your chest and not feel like you were being cheated.
Yes. Okay.
So you can do both, but I want you to at least be very clear on what you're doing.
Yeah. Lovely. Thank you. This was not part of the question, but once you mentioned, when you were explaining, it came up in my mind. So I just want you to address it quickly before I go to the next one. Give or take. I know, of course, it's not something that can be rushed, but give or take, how can one really know the people that really make up their audience? Is there a way to quickly know? I mean, it's going to be a mix of like high ticket people and low ticket people, I guess, but give or
I think
take.
you have to test. Yeah, I think you have to test
Okay.
to really listen. And also, I think you should also not. How would I put it? Don't assume until you test. So you need to say, oh, all people that make up my and another thing I also have to tell you is that when it comes to people that make up your audience, people buy what they feel like they need. So everybody can either buy tickets or no tickets. Depends on positioning. So it depends on you, not even your audience, to be honest. When you start creating high ticket content, and your audience will most likely just be high ticket people because you're creating content for them. That's why I stopped my content, because it was attracting a lot of low ticket people. So another thing I would say, educational content, low ticket.
Interesting. So which is high ticket then? If educational is low ticket.
Solution aligned content.
What did you call it?
Solution aligned content.
Pollution.
Solution.
Okay.
People that have money are not going around looking for how to. They need something that just target their solution so they can buy and move on.
Yeah, they are trying to save their time.
That's the mistake I made. Thinking about me right now, if I want to buy a product, I don't need to go and check 100 how-to buy a product. I just need a product that is saying, oh, I have a problem now. And the parent say, oh, this is what I can do for you. Does it align with my product? I buy it. I don't need to go through an educational content because I don't have to.
Yeah.
People that go through different educational content are people that don't have money.
But they have time. Yeah.
They have time. So people that don't have money don't have time. People that have money don't have time.
Exactly.
So they need a content. If they are looking for content, they're not looking for how-to. They don't have time to watch 16-minute how-tos. They need something like, okay, so here's the product I have, and here's what it's going to do for you, and here's the solution. If I see that, I'm like, oh, the solution looks like something that I can, okay, let me buy. I don't have time to be going through how-to. People that are going through how-to are people that they are looking for excuses not to take action.
Right.
So, over-education is no ticket.
No ticket. Yeah. Yeah.
When you spend yourself in for education content, you're literally aligning yourself with no ticket brand.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much for that. That's with you. So there's no need to really test. I mean, one can, right, or no need at all.
So another thing I would say, when you start low tickets, people expect low tickets from you.
Continuously, say.
Yes. Hence why they just choose what you want to do, or you can do a mix of both.
Interesting. Because you're trying to transition.
Yes, choose what you want to do, and like for me that I started with low tickets, it's very hard for me to transition because people already expect. That's why I said, you know what, I'm just going to stop this kind of content and balance it, so that I can control the narrative.
Yes.
Right. So and also when you start doing low tickets, even people that want to buy high ticket products, to buy people that, oh, this guy's a low ticket thing, then you go somewhere else.
Yes.
So you have to pick one. So what I would say is when you're doing high tickets on your page, you can have low tickets. So you can do something for everybody. So you can do a little bit low ticket, but not too low tickets. If you want to position yourself as an high ticket brand, so your low ticket can be like 50K. It's not too high ticket, it's not too low ticket, like it's crazy. And then you have something like 500 million. Okay. So when people are coming to your page, you know that, okay, this guy is 50K. Yeah.
All right. Now, let's the question was this because I just played my 30 minutes never expire. So the whole first you don't have plugged me to Danko. Thank you very much. It's been very useful. However, the old gist, even you always said it, Danko mentions it too, that position, like when you make content, like make it for your younger self. Ideally, your younger self, unless like they just hit the lotto, I mean, especially for where I am in my journey, most of them can't afford high tickets yet, unless like you said, positioning. So I'm just pointing that out, right? Does No. I'm just trying to articulate myself. So your POV is just what I need. That's all. So anything you say would work. That's it basically. Like, does one still do the, like you said?
Okay, so I think growing up is why Danko's content makes sense, and like I said, it's good. I feel like as you grow, I tend to disagree with him on that one. I would say you need to create content for every stage that you are, not just your younger self. So at the time where I was creating content, I was creating remote working content. I was looking to create content for my younger self.
Yes.
So right now that right now I'm creating like founder-led content. I'm not creating content for my younger self. And so you need to create content. So when it comes to personal branding is all about you need to create content that kind of shapes a perception of you. So if you want to create, for instance, high ticket content, you're not creating content for your younger self. Right?
Yeah.
You're creating content for that. So I would say for creating content for your younger self, create a persona of yourself or when you have problems. So every time you're creating a problem, there's a solution you're trying to solve.
Yes.
Right? And most likely it's not the solution for your younger self.
Yes.
It's just a solution. So create a persona of that person that has that problem. What kind of content will you create for the person? So put it that, okay, Adeife 2.0, she has money, but she has this problem. What would I say to her? Not always Adeife younger Adeife.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you put to creating content for your younger self, it means you're probably creating content for your growth self.
Word.
And that's the kind of this thing. And that is why a lot of my audience are young, idealists, because I stopped to creating content for my younger self. Right now that I've moved from my younger self and I'm moving into a founder, there's always a disconnect between me and my audience.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, she's no longer related. Oh, she's no longer this person. But I can't create content for my younger self anymore. So what I would say is, what you can do is create content for a persona.
Okay.
Right? Create content for a persona.
I think you made a video on that. I'll probably just go and rewatch that video, because in that video you mentioned something about younger self, current self. So even personal, even younger self gone, there are many personas under that. No worry, I don't want to long this matter too much. I'll probably come back to it. But younger self, current self. Can one create content for future self? It's possible. It's just dicey, I guess. All right, thank you for that. So now the next question. So when you talk about content, you said there's growth, there is community, and there is, what's the last one? Authority, right?
There's conversion content, there's growth content, content to group. Like there's so many different types of content, right? Depending on what you do for.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So yes, the one I want to ask question about is growth, right? So the thing is, last class I feel like it's about positioning and how you write the content and things of that sort. But what I'm saying is, I always say something like, what I'm doing right now with a level of different perspective of how I market myself or do my stuff, there's no way I should not be getting 10x the results. Maybe my self-image is holding me back, going back to Bob Proctor and things of that sort. So the question I have is like, I'm tired of busting my ass to write good content, and there's still like a ceiling on like how far it reaches. So I don't feel like I really get the arc of good content yet. Most people know my story with people that follow me. So I feel like I got community lockdown. Authority, I'm struggling with that because I've not yet fully monetized my shit yet. But growth. So I want, like, how does one really, I don't know. Yeah, how does one really get the hang of growth content? You know that it does proper.
For you to, so like you said with the self-image, I feel like in order for you to get growth content, you need to open yourself up to perception and to be perceived, which a lot of people don't want to do. So you need to open yourself up to people's opinions because obviously you're trying to grow.
Yeah.
Right? That means you can't create niche content. That's the downfall of growth content. It means you can't create niche content, you're trying to grow. So I think when it comes to growth content, I think first things first, I think it's more internal than external because you have to open yourself up to be perceived. A lot of people don't want to be. A lot of people are, number one, scared of getting judged. They're scared of getting misconstrued,
misunderstood, yeah.
You, growth content is not for you. And it doesn't mean if you're not creating growth content, you're not growing.
Yeah.
Right? It depends, like I said, it depends on your goals. But when it comes to growth content, I think it's more internal than external. You need to be okay being perceived. When you now know that, okay, I'm okay being perceived, then you create content that actually makes people want to perceive you. So, for instance, a lot of people unintentionally create content that people would not be able to perceive.
Yes.
So they unintentionally just create like conversion and the other kind of content, not growth content. Because they don't want to, because the downside to growth, so the good side about growth content that you will grow, the downside is you're going to be perceived by a lot of people.
Yeah.
I have a friend that makes a lot of money, but it will not create growth content.
Yeah.
Like I do. It will not speak like I do. Because it just doesn't want that. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just doesn't want it. Right? So I think it's more internal than external. But I want you to think of this. If you are, fine with being perceived and you want to start creating content, think of something that there's something I do called blanket spaces. I don't know if you've noticed more of my content. I do a lot of blankets that can apply to everybody.
Okay.
That's the best way to grow. So if you want to grow, do a lot of content that can apply to everybody.
Can you give me an example of a quick blanket statement?
Nigerians have sleep problems.
Okay. Everybody go come listen then. Gotcha.
Right. Now that content could have gone both ways. I could have said a lot of people in this particular niche have sleep problem. That's not great content. It's no longer blanket. Now it's niche. Now a lot of people would not relate or talk about it because this is a lot of people in this particular thing. But I said a lot of Nigerians have sleep problem. It's blanket now. Now it opens me up to perception. It's growth, it opens me up to perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is it.
Love it.
Or this is why a lot of people don't have money. Or a lot of people don't have money because they are lazy. Or a lot of people don't have money because they are either lazy or this. Blanket.
Yeah.
But opens you.
Oh.
So if you want to, you have to create more content like that. Like a
polarizing.
So like it's also those contents are also polarizing. When the content that goes viral, they open you up to either good or bad. Always both.
Both.
And if you check all content that goes viral and check it anywhere, they are often blanks. They are not niched. It's either for women, for all women, or for men, or more. That's the only way you can have millions of people reacting to one thing. You have to apply to millions of people.
Yes.
But here's the catch. When it comes to growth content, I don't personally like growth content because it doesn't often it gives you growth, but not the kind of growth you want.
Yeah.
So it gives eyes on your content, beautiful, but not the kind of eyes that you want. You want good eyes in your content. So growth content doesn't mean people are going to buy your product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it just brings a lot of people to your shop, but
a lot of people to your business. It doesn't mean people are going to buy. In fact, I tell you this, a lot of people that whenever you create content that go viral, doesn't mean people are not going to buy from you. People buy from you on your other kind of content.
yes,
It's also your community that buy from you.
from you.
People that like you, it's not good content. So also be wary of that because a lot of people mistake virality for things that actually matter.
Yes.
Virality doesn't mean anything.
Great. Yeah. All right. I love that. Thank you very, very much. Next question. LinkedIn. I still don't get the hang of it. What I've been doing mostly is the videos I just post on my Instagram and TikTok, I just upload it on LinkedIn. That's why at one point I think I DM'd you like twice that your masterclass, like why did you take it off? I guess you are repositioning.
I'm going to move work. I just don't want to. I don't want to be the one doing it.
Do it. Okay. I mean, I think you plugged this babe. I don't know. You said she wrote an ebook about LinkedIn. I think I'll go and get that. But while I have you on this call right now, what's the gist for LinkedIn? First, I must also commend this. When I scroll on LinkedIn, all of them seem like all of them are the same. ROI, KPI. But then seeing you on the feed of LinkedIn is always a different feel. Because of course you're just being raw. So that's one thing I definitely want to do when I do my own LinkedIn thing. I just want to be me, right? But still, quickly, like what do you really think is the mindset towards really hacking LinkedIn?
To be honest, I would say with LinkedIn, like you already clocked it. I think everybody has, I would say, so there's always a strategy. Post this time, whatever, too much. I would say, figure out who you want to be on every platform and be it. So with me on my LinkedIn, people see my LinkedIn and probably think I will not grow because I do the opposite of what everybody says to grow on LinkedIn. Yeah. Number one, I don't post direct posting. I post videos. I post blogs, which is crazy. And another thing is, I'm also not going to deny that I had a lot of followers across other platforms and they spilled over to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, but I would also say the reason why I've seen a lot of growth for my LinkedIn is because of my story on LinkedIn. And it's the same thing as for every platform. You need to have a story on your platform. There needs to be something about you. So I think the issue is when you're creating and you don't even know why you're creating beyond money. There needs to be something about you, and that spills into your content. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I would say is when it comes to LinkedIn, scrap strategy, scrap every other thing, and focus on your own story. What is it about you that you can make the forefront of your story on LinkedIn?
Yes.
What do you want people to see when they see your page? Like for instance, you say you saw my page and you're like, oh, love it. She doesn't, everybody's all about this, but Adeife is more chiller than every other person. That's good. That's a nice story, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It's a nice. What is it about you that you could be like, oh, I went to your page and I'm happy that I went to your page because you have this.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
Right?
Yes.
So that's something that's how you grow.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, final two questions. The fifth question is, so the thing with monetizing that I've come to clock is about when you see a problem, you solve it, right? Because I pay attention to your stories too, and how you're always excited. Oh my God, you've clocked a new, or you go on a live video and like monetizing opportunities just come up, right? So that time I didn't get it. Like, why? Like, how is it so easy for her? But now I've clocked the other part of it. It's about the moment a problem day, go just reason and say you won't solve it for yourself. How can you also solve it for like other people, things of that sort? But still, if you can articulate it for me, like how does it work in your brain? I think you're very great at monetizing, right? So how does it work in your brain? Maybe with an example. I'd love to know.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. I feel like for me, I'm just very solution oriented. I'm just a very solution oriented person. So I don't like to see things and not being able to solve it. So it's all so you look like monetization. To me, it just comes from always wanting to solve a problem. So if I see a problem, I can't rest. Genuinely, till it's done. It's my person. If there's anything going on in the house, I physically cannot rest until it's solved. That's how I am.
Yes.
So because I'm like that, it just spills to work. Even with remote work, if somebody says, like 2 to 3 people say they have this problem, I cannot physically rest until I solve it, until I create something for that problem.
I get it.
So the thing is, that thing now converts into money for me, which is a good thing. So the thing is, in order for you to even make money, you need to solve problems. That's how you make money in the end. Right? So you genuinely just have to be problem and be solution oriented. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I get it. Thank you very much.
So you have to be oriented. You just have to see problems and just want to solve it. And not just because of money. You're solving it because you genuinely just want to solve. With or without money. So like I said, there should be something else beyond money.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So with or without money, I will still want to solve this problem. Without money, I will still want to do this. With or without money, I will still want to show up on social media. If I was showing up on social media for like a year and I wasn't monetizing anything. Just because I liked it. And so whenever, and that's how I look for my content ideas. Whenever people come and tell me they have problem, I'll just create content about it to help them.
Yes.
That's how remote work I was even born. Till today, that's how we are just solving problems. So that's what you want to do. Even with your content, you just want to solve problems. Either your problem or this is. So here's my thing. I would say, solve your problem. Help other people solve that problem. If you're having a problem, other people have that problem. If you can solve your problem, you can help other people solve that problem. That's how you make money. That's how money comes. By solving problems for people. That's it.
Yeah.
Just want to be solving problems. So hence why sometimes I go on live and they'll tell me something, I'm like, shit, I just got
an idea. Yeah.
Because if I sit down there and solve it, I will just say, okay, let me solve it for more people. That's how it works. So that's just it about it. So I just solve problems for people.
Right. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Now this is the last question. I don't take too much of your time already. So anytime I get a chance, okay, so the whole self-image thing, of course, right? But anytime I get a chance to like hang out with people that I believe are doing what I want to do already or somewhat ahead, I try to, because I know that the same way me I'm dreaming big, those people are also dreaming big. So like there are bigger layers and next levels and levels. Once you clock one, there's the next one, right? So right now you are transitioning to the whole founder thing, which is very beautiful. But I'm trying to peer into your mind, right? So I don't know if you can share this, but like give or take for you now, like next 5 years, what's something you're trying to achieve, a big dream for yourself, right? And what are the things that are currently boggling you or stressing you? I think I noticed one of them, that was structure. I think you're beginning to get the hang of it, structure around the firm and things of that sort. The reason I'm asking that is because of if I can know some of...
You noticed something.
Okay, yeah, I said I think I noticed one of the problems you were struggling.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, shit. Can you hear me?
You said you noticed. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so maybe
I can hear you now.
Okay.
You said you noticed something, and that was where I lost.
Okay, I'll just come again. So I said I think I noticed one of the problems that you were struggling with at one point was like structure around remote worker. I believe you are beginning to sort some of those things now. Do you get? So the question is, the reason I asked that is because of you that you're way ahead of me right now, you're struggling with some of those problems now. If I can start locking my mind towards those things and learning those pieces, I kind of like just jump faster in the loops, right? So that's just it. Like my question is, right now, if you can share, I would appreciate it. What are some of the big dreams you're trying to achieve for yourself next 5 years based on the line you are towing? And what are some problems that is even boggling you down that you're still trying to figure out? I want to get into your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think right now, one of the biggest issues that we have, especially as a company, is management and project management. So time to execution, how fast do we get it done?
Okay.
So in my mind, I have ideas.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on your own, it's easier fast. When you have a team, now you have to drag everybody along. So how can we drag everybody along fast?
Mm-hmm.
So that they also have the same idea that I have and have the same urgency that I have.
Mm-hmm.
One thing. Now that is one of the biggest things I'm going. I think with every other product I'm solving, because I have people, it's no longer a me problem anymore. It's not a team problem, it's a collective problem. So in the next 4 to 5 years, like where do I want to be or stuff like that? I think personally I don't know. I think my mantra is I genuinely don't know where I want to be in 4 years or 5 years. One thing I can say for sure is I just want to make sure I show up every day. Every day, that's it. I try to. People ask me, even like last 3 years, you want to be in 4 years? I genuinely do not know. I just wanted to show up. So I will tell you where I want to be tomorrow. I can't tell you where I want to be 4 years. Tomorrow I know that I want, more worker, or next week I know I want more worker to be the best that it can be. And every day we strive and myself to be the best that I can be. And every day I'll take on actions to make myself the best that I can be. But if I can tell you that, I'm working towards 5 years, why am I working towards 5 years? I'm working towards today, making sure that we are the best that we can be today. And I think that is what even like accounts for my growth, because for me, I'm working for today. Every time I'm always working for today. So every day I show up and I'm excited for today to make me work at the best ever. Every day. So yeah, it sounds very cliche. I don't know what I'm looking forward to in 5 years or anything. I genuinely don't. I just know what I'm looking forward to tomorrow, today. That I want it to be the best company ever. And every day we strive to be better than we were yesterday. That's it for me. I'm sorry to be disappointed.
No.
No,
it's fine.
$1 billion company.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like it's in the work that you become $1 billion. It's in the work. So I don't. Could I put it like this? I don't have like, oh my God, all this fancy. I just do the work. I do the work every day. every day. Any day I see a new problem, I solve it every day.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, that's it. I've exhausted all my questions. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I hope I answered all your questions.
Oh yeah, you did. You did amazing.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Have a nice day and weekend and year.
Bye.
Bye. Interesting.